And I'm asking you, do you think that Mike Huckabee should just move on because the sentiment was correct? Or was what he said
I think Mike Huckabee doesn't answer to us, Mika. I think Mike Huckabee answers to Republican primary voters, and I think it's a great marketplace for whether the words cross the line. No one endorses what he said.
Do you see a little hypocrisy in the Republican field not going after Huckabee?
Well, I don't think you can paint the entire Republican field with a broad brush, because Jeb Bush and Scott Walker both came out there and said they don't agree with those words. So if you want to carve out a few members of the Republican field, that's fair game. But the entire Republican field did not stand behind Huckabee's comments.
Strong opposition to the deal is not the same as accusing the president of what Mike Huckabee accused of.
I just said the same thing. I'm not saying it is.
I'm just saying that it's obscuring the real issue.
Well, I think that we could be having a debate about the deal.
Yes, we
just saw some interesting poll numbers. The majority of Americans do not support the deal. But you know, we want to talk about Huckabee for 3 days. I think that's fine. But Huckabee's comments are over the line. Huckabee's comments are not being excused away by Jeb Bush, who, as I said, after Trump, is the leading Republican candidate, the leading spokesperson for my party. So I feel like the party has done a good job at saying this is not our message about the Iranian deal. But you know, instead of talking about substance, we're talking about Mike Huckabee, who'll never be the Republican nominee, but we're intent upon bashing him.
Huckabee's comments cheapen both politics and history. That's one element. The other element about the Republican candidate's reaction to Mike Huckabee is like at -2 in the polls, while Trump was sailing at 24%. So that's why Trump gets the overreaction, and that's why Huckabee hasn't yet gotten a reaction.
Yeah,
the basic dilemma here, though, it gets back to the Iran deal. It gets back to that deal, which hopefully at some point in the next 6 weeks will be discussed and debated logically and historically in the United States Senate, and the American public will learn more about the deal that we know now. But at the root of it, and at the root of Huckabee's comments is this: does Mike Huckabee or anyone else who speaks of this deal in such a manner as Huckabee did yesterday, do they really think the Iranians are suicidal? Do they really think the Iranians are going to nuke Tel Aviv? Because Tehran, within an hour, would be a rubble of glass and sand if they ever did that.
Well, listen, Mike, it gets to, do you believe the Ayatollah? Because that is his stated position on Israel. His stated position, the day that the deal was announced, the day that Zarif was standing next to John Kerry announcing the deal, the Ayatollah was recommitting his country and himself to the destruction of Israel. So do you believe him?
Do you believe that there is a possibility that there is a split in the Iranian political hierarchy?
Well, I believe that there are people that run the country, and they're
Who runs the country?
The Ayatollah runs the country. Zarif answers to the Ayatollah.
Richard Eugene. Richard.
Nicole, if you believe the stated position of the Ayatollah that he wishes to destroy Israel and wipe it off the map, you must also then believe the stated position of the Ayatollah and the Iranian leadership that they will never build a nuclear bomb, right? I mean, if that's what we're going by in assessing the deal.
Well, listen.